What's going on, guys? Charge it up here in the garage with the R6. For today's video, let's talk about how to remove and install the front upper cowling. Let's go. I have a couple of requests from you guys on how to remove the front upper cowling, which is this portion right here. So I just decided, you know what, let's go ahead and do the video and give you guys what you want. Now, initially, before I started looking into how to actually do this, I thought it was going to be really difficult. I believe the 06 to 2016 R6, the front end was a little bit of annoyance to actually take off. However, from 2017 to 2021, that's not the case. Let me show you. Step number one, you'll have to remove the mirrors, or I should say mirrors / signals combo. As you can see, I've previously removed the mirrors because I've got the handlebar mounted mirrors. I'll put that video in the top right hand corner if you guys want to see how to remove the mirrors. I won't do that now. What I will need to do in this case is I'm gonna have to remove my block off plates in order for me to actually continue on. So let's go ahead and remove the block off plates. Okay, now that the block off plates are off, step number two, we're gonna actually go ahead and remove a couple of bolts. We're gonna go ahead and remove this bolt right over here. Let's see if I can zoom out a tiny bit here. So we're gonna remove this bolt right over here, which is connected to the fairing. There's two of them, one on each side. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so those two bolts are out of there. That bolt and that bolt on that side is out of there. I just got it just with the socket wrench right there and a size 4 Allen key. You can actually get in there with an Allen key as well, but it's a lot quicker with the wrench, obviously. So now that that's done, let's move on to the next step. Step number 3. This gets a little bit tricky, I guess. Now, what we have to do in this case, we have to remove 4 projections that actually keep the fairing onto the bike. This upper fairing is actually connected to the light assembly, this entire piece right here. So we're gonna have to just pop it off. There's 4, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Where exactly, I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. Once those bolts are out, then we can start prying back those little projections and take off the upper cowling. All right, so there are 4 total that we have to pull up. So let's go ahead and do that now. That one was not one. That was not one. That was actually the rubber piece over here that's on top of where the mirrors would be. And there it is. This is probably the second time I've done this. Second? I think it's the second time I've done this. But again, it's just 4 projections. So we got the clip, 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 and clip right here. Now this one is missing the yellow piece. The yellow piece is right there. So the yellow piece is actually still stuck in the actual hole. So that is the front upper cowling for the R6. I just took out the yellow piece using needle nose pliers, and as you can see, it's a yellow piece. It was just stuck in the actual hole. I'll show you guys in a second. Okay, so this is the look from the front of the bike, and I'll show you where the 4 clips are. There's 2 on each side, so that's clip number 1. Right over here on the corner, as you can move over, that's the first one. Then we got another clip right over here, and what you want to use for a lineup, maybe the bottom of the daytime running light right here. That's where the other clip is right there. Same on the other side. Clip right there, and then go to that corner, come across, and that's where the clip goes right there. So 4 clips, just push clips for the front upper cowling, and that's pretty much it. That's how you take it off. Not that hard at all. However, if you need to get into further when it comes to the front light assembly, that's a different story. That is definitely a different story, because a lot of things have to come off along with the cluster and everything. Anyways, regardless, a lot more work to do when it comes to the headlight assembly to pull that out, to do anything with it. So yeah, hope this actually helps you guys. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just grab the upper fairing, which is right there, and I'm gonna put it back on. Once again, the 4 yellow clips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 on each side. So we're gonna go ahead and line those up. Start from the bottom, because you can see the bottom ones nicely. Line that up, line that up. You can actually push it in slowly, and then pop, 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 pop. And then just make sure to align your rubber pieces with the top piece right over there. And that's it. That is the install of the upper cowling. It's actually really simple once you know exactly where the clips are. Just to once again go over the steps. Step number 1, remove your mirrors. Step number 2, you're gonna remove the bolts. Step number 3, you're gonna locate your projections. So now that I've got this on here, we can see 1 is going to be right over here. So that's 1, and the other one is going to be right over here. 4 projections that we have, or clips that you want to call them. So 4 clips. Step number 4 is pull on your actual cowling. So you want to grab, I mean, you can do it whichever way you want, but this way you actually have a good grip of the fairing. So you grab right hand, your left hand right here, pull up, and just pull towards you outwards. And on that, right, both of them actually came out as I did that. There, and go to the other side, and then pull. And there it is. And we got our fairing off. We're gonna actually just put it back on. 2 clips, those are lined up, pushed in to the corresponding areas, just slowly there. That one's there as well. And then clip, clip, and then fix the rubber piece right here that holds your mirrors, just like that. And again, don't forget to put the 2 bolts in, which I'm gonna do right now. One thing I do want to mention, the torque for these 2 bolts, this one and that one right there, is actually 3 foot-pounds. Very, very minimal. Don't need to be cranking on or anything like that. It's very minimal, just nice and snug. 3 foot-pounds, that is all, 3 foot-pounds. My last step is gonna be to put my block hop plates on. Your last step is gonna be possibly, or maybe to actually put your mirrors back on, which will obviously go through the hole, but yeah. Got my carbon fiber block hop plates. All right, got my block off plates back on and we're good to go. We are golden. One last step that I would do before putting everything away, clean up your bike. Clean up the front fairing because you put all your nasty little fingerprints on it. So go ahead and actually give it a good wipe and you're good to go. That is it. Not so hard whatsoever. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Hope it was useful. For the guys that actually asked me to do this, thank you for asking. Once again, if you guys ask or want to know something about the R6 or how to do it, leave it to comment down below and I'll see if I can get to it. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for future videos with the R6. Until next one, guys.